22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from Indianapolis. And he takes this near the 25.
Yo, are the colors fucking you up? I thought you was wearing white. Nah. Yeah, I thought you was wearing white. That's why I wore all black. I would have just wore white.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Now Jones. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
First and 10, Taylor now. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Throwing, Jones. Flushed out right. He'll let one go deep for Downs. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let him fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Out to his left. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Lane. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Here's third and a few inches. Here's Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 68 yards. And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Ravens 7, Colts nothing. Tyler Luke picking off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Off the play fake. Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Pierce the intended target there, and it's 3rd down and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you got the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. Here's Jones. Off the play fake. Finding Pierce on the crossing route. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So the penalty rightfully declined. They'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the defense, though, because he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag? In the end, though, doesn't matter. Still a completed pass.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw. Jones. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
First down, Ravens.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. DeForest Buckner with a sack. The former number 7 overall pick. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Jackson. Under pressure. They got him again. Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll drop to throw. That's caught. Downfield, it's Lane. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. From 6 yards away. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
14, Colts nothing. The kickoff for Baltimore.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. At the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Jones back, a couple of fakes as he'll set up to throw. That's caught right side. It's Warren. It is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 1st downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. And this one too low.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And he will not be through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Spencer Schrader on here for the Colts field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
From the gun, Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Jackson. The Colts are going to get him. Here he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Take it at the 37. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Well, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones. Allen's got it over the middle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Even against double coverage, they found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
It throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Yo, somebody's not on Zay Flowers, bro. I don't know. You see it. I ain't even gonna take it back, bro.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Walker. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
To throw is Jackson. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Andrews. And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. Jackson going to change things up a bit. Back to throw again. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Luke now for the extra point. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score. Ravens 21, Colts 3. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Jones now. A final shot before break. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. Oh, and that is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now they'll audible to something else. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 40 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Henry up the middle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
One advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flush to his right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 is your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is a unit that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork blend. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now it's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Jackson now. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Jones throwing to start the drive. Across the formation, he's got him in. That's Allen. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down.
First and 10.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Half 18, half 18.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Hey, easy, ladybug, ladybug, ladybug.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. But just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about it.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
At the 28-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. Down the field, he's got Warren. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he's got Pierce. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Malachi Starks. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. 54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. Inside handoff, Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Henry out of the pistol. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1. And one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close.